And the other thing that I will note is that for juries to work in the first place, there needs to be a shared morality, a shared culture, shared norms amongst the population. And that shared culture, shared morality is being undermined by mass immigration and multiculturalism at the moment. And when you have, juries that don't share that basic framework, they interpret facts differently, and such that you get things like hung juries or inconsistent decisions, or people deciding whether they're guilty or innocent based on their ethnic membership, or you get ethnic block voting. One of the famous areas we saw this was with the O.J. Simpson trial, where surveys showed that majorities of white people in America thought that O.J. was guilty. Black people tended to agree with the innocent verdict. They talked to a lot of the black jurors in that case afterwards, and they said, well, they wanted to send a message to the police because they thought the police were racist, and by acquitting O.J., they were sending a message about the police being racist. So you get these differing interpretations, understandings of what is just based on race, ethnicity, religion, these different factors under multiculturalism. And that sort of undermines the jury trials.
The article of Al Jazeera I had up just before gives two major examples of countries, former parts of the British Empire, that completely abandoned jury trials, including for serious cases. And they mentioned India, which is a very ethnically diverse country, religiously diverse country, and they abandoned it after a massive murder trial that, was basically botched due to jury bias. And the similar thing in Singapore, juries were phased out as well. And Lee Kuan Yew was very open about this. He basically said, hey, you've got a multilingual, multiracial, multi-religious country. You can't have jury trials. And Lee Kuan Yew was very open about that in the 60s and 70s. And that's a bit of a tragedy. We were talking before about what are people willing to sacrifice for diversity, and things like this ancient tradition of the ancient English-British tradition of the right to be tried by your peers. It just doesn't work anymore. And that's just such a shame.